It is the buyer's agent who has the duty to hand the buyer the NHD statement. This is called delivery. The buyer's agent, on receiving the NHD form from the seller's agent, owes the buyer a special agency duty to care for and protect the buyer's best interests. This is accomplished by reviewing the NHD statement themselves for any disclosure which might affect the property's value or its desirability for the buyer. The buyer's agent then delivers the NHD to the buyer and makes any recommendations or explanations they may have regarding the adverse consequences of its content. If the buyer does not have a broker, the seller's agent is responsible for delivering the NHD statement to the prospective buyer. The task of explaining the consequence of living with a natural hazard is the duty of the buyer's agent. If the buyer is not represented by an agent, the buyer undertakes the duty to protect themselves and investigate the consequences of the NHD information handed to them. Delivery may be in person or by mail. Delivery is considered to have been made if the NHD is received by the spouse of the buyer. The NHD statement handed to a prospective buyer is unrelated to the environmental hazards and physical deficiencies in the soil or property improvements. These hazards are disclosed by the use of the transfer disclosure statement and provisions in the purchase agreement.